do myself or my channel any favors by doing my next live stream, because I'm going to completely go against what everybody's telling me, or at least what everybody seems to be telling me in regard to these two doctors that I'm going to be talking about. But I'm going to go against it, not for contrary sake, because I've always thought it was stupid that people were contrarian just to be contrarian, just because they didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. That's not this right here, because if you're doing that, if you're just doing something to be contrary, you've got no moral compass. There's no guiding light of principles and ethics that's guiding you. You're not just doing something because you believe it's right. You're doing something because all these other people aren't doing it. Or you're not doing something because all these other people are. That's just stupid. That's like having no anchor in life. But I'm going to go against it because I think we need to hold the line for liberty. Let me put it this way. If you were going to lay out the top-notch enemies of liberty, you would think that at the very top of the pile was tyranny and despotism, but I contend that it isn't. I am convinced in my mind that rather than tyranny and despotism, it's indifference, apathy, and compromise. Because without indifference, apathy, and compromise, the tyrant could not rise. The despot could not gain power. The political psychopaths could not feast on your flesh. And that's what they do. They use you as a host so they can propel themselves forward with power and notoriety and wealth. But that couldn't happen if you never compromised, if you stood fast and you held the line for liberty and freedom. That's why I'm always quoting Benjamin Franklin. If you would give away a little essential, you gotta have it. It's fundamental. If you give away a little essential liberty for a little politically promised security, which you never get, you deserve neither liberty nor security. Why? Because you didn't think it was important enough. You didn't think it was essential enough. You didn't treat it as your very life, because that's what liberty is. And you let it go. You compromised. You gave a little away here, a little away there. And as somebody, they attribute this quote to Adolf Hitler, but he said something to the effect of if you take away the people's rights just a little bit at a time, by tiny, imperceptible measurements, by the time they figure out what's going on, it's too late. They will never get them back. And that's what people do when they compromise. They just give it away just a little bit. That's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. And then we look back and we go, holy crap, now we're shut down. Now 26.5 million people are without jobs. Now in America, you have millions, tens of millions of people standing in socialist bread lines at these food banks. You got people all around us wearing masks and sheltering in place, and they can't come out of their houses. All because we compromised just a little bit. And that's the tenor of my next live stream. It harkens back to Samuel Adams. If you love wealth greater than liberty, if you love power greater than liberty, if you love notoriety greater than liberty, if you want to be a contrarian greater than liberty, just fill in the blank. If you love wealth greater than liberty, the tranquility of servitude rather than the animating contest of freedom, go from us in peace. We ask not your counsel or your arms. Crouch down and lick the hands which feed you. And may your chains set lightly upon you, but may posterity forget that you were our countrymen. You despised liberty so much that you compromised it? You like the tranquility of servitude rather than the animating, tough, uphill battle of freedom and liberty? Then go from it. I don't want you to defend me. I don't want to see your freaking face. If Samuel Adams was a New Yorker, he'd say, "Fuck out of here. Who needs you?" And I'm not joking around. That is the perspective of liberty for people who love and desire and pant after liberty like a deer panting for streams of water when he hasn't seen them for days. I want liberty, man. Give me liberty or give me death. It's not just a cliche. It's not just oh, hey, let's court Patrick Kenny. Give me Henry. Give me liberty or give me death. Oh, ain't that sweet? No, it's like, yeah, give me, I'm serious. I've got nothing else if I don't have liberty. My family has nothing if we don't have liberty. if we're not secure in our persons, houses, papers, and effects, who cares how much money you have? Who cares what kind of car you have in the garage? Who cares how fancy your garage or your house is? If you don't have liberty, you ain't got nothing. Nothing. And if you start compromising on it, you'll find you'll have less than nothing. Giving it away. The only way a tyrant can take your liberty is if a whole mass of people just collectively give it up. I'm done with that. We got to be done with compromise, done with indifference, done with apathy, done by being swayed by the experts and doctors who come with these nice, fine-sounding words, but then turn right around and pull their mask off and say, but this is who I really am. Measure what somebody says by their words. That's why I can't stand it when people are just turning a blind eye to what Trump's doing and saying, it's Fauci's fault. It's Deborah Burke's fault. We got to get Trump. They're the deep state. And they're after poor little Trump who doesn't really know what's going on. Get Fauci. It makes no sense to me. Because they've compromised on liberty to such a point where they've cemented. It used to be gel. Now it's cemented cognitive dissonance in their minds. They're trying to hold on to two things at the same time. I want liberty, but I want Trump. I want liberty, but I want to vote. I want liberty, but I think these doctors are saying the right thing. I mean, listen to this. This is great. Do not give up on liberty. Do not compromise. The time for compromise is over. And the reason we're in the position we're in right now is because we did compromise. And we did compromise because we grew apathetic and indifferent. And we gave away our rights to the politicians. Can you believe it? This is 2020 and we're still following frickin' politicians. Unbelievable. Parasitic, narcissistic, psychopathic, bottom of the barrel in terms of humanity, politicians. We're still giving them airtime. Then you got CIA-controlled, infiltrated, Operation Mockingbird, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, mainstream, public relations firm of the military-industrial complex media. Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a live stream in about 40 minutes now. But the springboard from which I'm operating is pure liberty, essential liberty that you cannot let go. That's why I'm always quoting Jefferson as well. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. It's like, okay, all right, it's my watch. I can't let the wolves come in and steal the sheep. I can't do it. Eternal vigilance. It's like you can't fall asleep on the job. You can't grow apathetic. You can't grow indifferent. You're not going to compromise with the wolf. Well, you can have one sheep leg. Okay, have a hind quarter and a leg, but that's it. That's all you get. Okay, I'll give you this guy's. I didn't really like this sheep too well. I'm going to give you his wool, but that's it. That's it. No compromise. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and indifference to this notion is the means by which the people will and have secured their own oppression, and I'm sick of giving away our liberties. I'll see you in the live stream.